The night sky above Earth shimmered unnaturally, like oil on water. A massive alien vessel descended silently, its surface reflecting constellations in distorted patterns. Humanity had prepared for this moment, warriors armed with weapons, scientists clutching data tablets, and politicians rehearsing speeches of peace. But no one expected what came next. Instead of an invasion force or diplomatic envoys, a single being emerged from the ship. It was tall, translucent, and seemed to hum with energy as if it were made of sound itself. Its voice resonated not through ears, but directly into minds. We have heard your music. You are primitive, yet intriguing. Humanity froze. Not because they feared destruction, but because they didn't understand. What did these aliens mean by music? And why did their leader look at humanity's greatest achievements, the towering skyscrapers, the sprawling cities, as though they were crude instruments waiting to be played? The alien introduced itself as Zirlin, emissary of the Galactic Symphony, an ancient coalition of species united by art, culture, and harmony. For millennia, the symphony had traveled the cosmos, collecting melodies, rhythms, and harmonies from countless civilizations. They sought to create the ultimate masterpiece, a universal symphony that transcended language, form, and even time. When Zirlin's people detected Earth's radio waves carrying fragments of human music, they assumed it would be simple, perhaps even barbaric. After all, how could creatures who still fought wars over resources produce anything profound? But something about humanity's music intrigued them. Zirlin explained that humans emitted sounds unlike any other species, a blend of chaos and order, raw emotion and calculated precision. From tribal drums echoing across ancient plains to electric guitars screaming defiance, human music carried layers of meaning. Intrigued, the Galactic Symphony extended an invitation: join their upcoming interstellar concert, where representatives from dozens of worlds would perform together. Failure to participate would result in Earth being deemed unworthy of further contact. Earth's leaders scrambled to assemble a delegation. Musicians, composers, and performers from every corner of the globe gathered under one roof. Among them was Elena Vasquez, a fiery percussionist known for her explosive performances, Arjun Patel, a soft-spoken composer who wove classical Indian ragas into modern orchestration, and Marcus Reed, a former soldier turned DJ whose beats pulsed with the adrenaline of battle. Together, they formed the core team tasked with representing humanity on the galactic stage. When the delegation arrived aboard the Galactic Symphony's flagship, they were awestruck. The ship was alive with sound, literal walls of vibrating membranes that shifted colors with each note. Alien musicians moved gracefully between instruments that defied physics, producing tones humans couldn't perceive without special translators embedded in their ears. To the symphony members, human music sounded flat, repetitive, almost childish. Their skepticism grew when Elena attempted to demonstrate traditional drumming techniques. One alien ambassador sniffed disdainfully, calling it noise without purpose. Frustrated but determined, the humans decided to rethink their approach. As they explored the ship, they stumbled upon recordings of past concerts. These weren't just performances, they were acts of unity, healing riffs between warring factions and celebrating shared histories. Each piece told a story, weaving individual voices into a tapestry of collective experience. Inspired, Arjun suggested combining elements of humanity's own struggles and triumphs into their composition. He envisioned a piece that began with the primal beat of war drums, transitioned into haunting battle hymns, and climaxed with the soaring crescendo of rocket launches, a metaphor for humanity's journey from conflict to exploration. Marcus hesitated. You want us to turn our darkest moments into art? Our wars, our suffering, it's ugly. And beautiful, Elena countered. It's who we are. If we're going to show them what makes us human, we can't sugarcoat it. As rehearsals progressed, tensions flared within the group. Some argued that focusing on humanity's violent past would reinforce the aliens' belief in their primitiveness. Others insisted honesty was the only way to earn respect. Meanwhile, Cerilyn observed quietly, growing increasingly fascinated by the debates. For a species so divided, humanity displayed remarkable resilience and creativity. The night of the concert arrived. Representatives from dozens of planets filled the amphitheater, their forms ranging from crystalline entities to gaseous clouds. The air buzzed with anticipation as the first act took the stage, a choir of bioluminescent beings whose harmonies painted vivid images in the audience's minds. Next came a quartet of insectoid musicians playing instruments that resembled spiderwebs, creating intricate patterns of sound and light. Finally, it was humanity's turn. The lights dimmed and silence fell. Then, slowly, the deep rumble of war drums began, heartbeat echoing through the void. Images of humanity's earliest conflicts flashed across the amphitheater's holographic displays, spears clashing, cannons firing, bombs exploding. The audience shifted uneasily, unsure whether to admire or recoil. Just as the tension reached its peak, the drums gave way to haunting vocal chants, battle hymns sung in languages long forgotten. The visuals shifted to scenes of soldiers marching, families mourning, and survivors rebuilding. Tears welled in the eyes of some alien spectators who recognized parallels in their own histories. Then came the final movement. The screen erupted with footage of rockets launching into space, accompanied by a thunderous symphony of engines roaring to life. The music swelled, blending electronic beats with soaring strings and triumphant brass. It wasn't just a celebration of technology, it was a declaration of hope, a testament to humanity's refusal to stay grounded despite its flaws. By the time the last note faded, the amphitheater was silent. Even Zirlin stood frozen, its translucent form shimmering with unshed emotion. Slowly, applause broke out, not polite clapping, but a tidal wave of sound that shook the very foundations of the ship. Aliens cheered, cried, and embraced one another, overwhelmed by the raw power of humanity's performance. After the concert, Zirlin approached the human delegation with a revelation. The Galactic Symphony hadn't invited Earth solely to showcase its music, they needed humanity's help. Across the galaxy, tensions between species were rising, threatening to tear the coalition apart. The aliens believed that humanity's unique ability to transform pain into beauty could inspire others to find common ground. Elena frowned. So you're saying we're not here as equals? We're tools to fix your problems? No, Zirlin replied. You are teachers. Your music reminds us that discord can become harmony, that chaos can birth creation. You have shown us what it means to truly listen, not just to sound, but to each other. In the weeks that followed, humanity became integral to the Galactic Symphony. Their compositions served as bridges between feuding worlds, fostering understanding and cooperation. Back on Earth, news of their success sparked a cultural renaissance, uniting nations through shared pride in their artistic legacy. As Elena stood on the observation deck of the flagship, watching Earth shrink into the distance, she smiled. Humanity had always dreamed of reaching the stars. Now, they'd done more than that, they'd brought the stars closer together.